Post-school shooting, you have to strike a balance in how you conduct your drills. You don't stop drilling. You don't stop talking about it.
In our district, we work to make sure that we telegraph our drills and our exercises through our student body before we do them so that they're aware.
In the state of Florida, the Marjory Stoneman Douglas law had just come about. The shooting at Forest was actually 2 months after the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas. And within that law was a great demand for Alice protocol drills, which are active assailant drills. So you give a scenario, you say where the active assailant is at, you try to describe the threat, and you lock everybody down into a silence mode, barricading doors and hiding spots, etc. I began to realize moving into the beginning of the school year, especially when we found out that we had to have one within the first couple of weeks, that was not going to do well for my students. So I petitioned the district, along with some parents with me, to ask them if we could adjust those drills some to be mindful of what our students have been through. We still barricaded, we still locked doors, we were still silently in our hiding spots. But myself as the school leader, I talked our students through every single drill. The drill took 5 minutes, I talked on the intercom the entire time. If it took 10 minutes, I continuously talked. You're almost there. You're doing a great job. Remember, this is just fictional. This is not real life. Immediately after the drill, we also had our school counselors, as well as sometimes the crisis team from the district level on campus for students to talk with. So that's just one of the ways that I adjusted what was a normal protocol for every other school to fit the needs of our students in the immediate aftermath.
We have now taken the philosophy of we're not preparing them just for the building, we're preparing them for life outside of the building. These incidents aren't isolated to schools. We can't control anything outside of our building, and so we want them to be aware. The ability to make a decision is so important, and we're investing in our kids to be decision makers.
I do feel like that doing it that way did balance feeling safe on campus without having to relive the trauma. And the major important part of that was communication. In our class meetings at the beginning of the year, we went through what an Alice protocol was going to look like thereafter. And I made sure that the students knew that they were empowered. You are empowered to make your own decision. If you can evacuate the area, you are allowed to evacuate the area. If you want to barricade and stay in the area, you are allowed to barricade and stay in the area. You are in control of what you do in that moment. Because honestly, what most students will tell you that have been through a tragedy like this, they will say that they felt like that they lost control of their own lives as well as the life of the school and the school culture. And so we worked very hard through those drills and through communicating to empower those students to let them take back control of that moment. Because honestly, the last time that they were in that moment was when the actual active shooter incident happened.